vote for anyone else, whether it's the SNP, the Liberal Democrats, or indeed Reform, simply makes it more likely that we will see Keir Starmer in number 10. Nobody should want that, because we've transformed the country for the better since 2010. We've lifted education standards, created 4 million more jobs, taken so many people out of paying tax.
Well, imagine the shock for the energy minister when someone tells him that millions more people are now paying income tax since 2010. Don't just take my word for it.
You made millions pay more in income tax by changing the thresholds.
And more adults than ever are now paying higher rate tax. And he'll fall off his chair when he watches this.
In fact, we looked at some of the figures, and the combined effect of a 4% cut in national insurance and the threshold freezes between 2021 and this April would mean that people earning less than £25,000 are worse off.
And if all that's not bad enough, even with the recent cut to national insurance, workers will still be clobbered with the highest tax burden for 70 years. And as for this bollocks,
we've transformed the country for the better since 2010.
Social mobility in this country is now at its worst in over 50 years. Never in living memory have families got so much poorer over a single parliament. Real wages in 2024 are actually forecast to be lower than they were in 2006. Just think about that. And if all that's not terrible enough, the UK has just been ranked by UNICEF, that's the United Nations Children's Fund, as the worst amongst the world's richest countries in child poverty levels. The number of children in food poverty has doubled. More than 14 million people are now living in poverty. 1 million adults can't afford to eat every day. 9 million are skipping meals and cutting back on food. And millions more can't afford to heat their homes.
We've transformed the country for the better since 2010.
After 14 years of Conservative government, we've got untreated sewage dumped in our rivers, crumbling schools and hospitals, cash-strapped local authorities across the UK forced to take out massive 50-year loans at soaring rates of interest in the aftermath of the Tories' catastrophic mini-budget. On what planet does all that sound like a country that's been transformed for the better?